guys, what's up? Vanny0295 coming at you today to adjust the title, understanding your hair products and moisture. Okay, so what I basically did was I took some of the products that I use and I have them grouped in categories. I have my leave-in conditioner, I have my oil, my pomades, my butter, and water. And I want to talk about moisture. And I want to talk about understanding the difference between the products and how it's benefit your hair care regimen. Okay, so let's start out with these three different types. So I'm going to talk about the oils, which the ones that I use typically is my coconut oil or my castor oil, um, your pomades, and a lot of people, which every time I talk about these, people, will send me emails or leave questions like they really don't understand what the benefit of a pomade is. So I could kind of touch on it a little bit. And your butter. All right. Now let's compare these two. Your butter and your pomade. Do these add moisture to your hair? No. It's not enough water in these products, and I could say most of these products don't have water in them. Okay, now they do have certain ingredients that will penetrate your hair just a teeny weeny bit. Is it enough to say that it will add moisture so that your hair could be moisturized all day? No. Okay, so this butter here has no water. Okay, so it has the shea butter, it has a lot of your oils that's gonna get, and vitamins, and it has no wax. The major difference between your butter and your pomade is going to be the waxing agent that's in these. Your pomade is designed, or should be designed, to give your hair some hold, but it's not going to be the hold that you would get from a gel, okay, because it mainly consists of oils and some form of wax, whether it be beeswax or whatever wax that's going to give your hair the hold. And it does give your hair shine as well, like what you could get from your butter. But is this shine moisture? No. Okay, so this, if you have your twist out and your braid out and you want like a soft hold, your pomade is going to do the trick, and it will make your hair feel really luscious. In my opinion, when I put it on my hair, I like the way that it makes my hair feel. Okay, and it gives me that light hold that you can get from a wax, because you can buy wax that's pure wax that's going to give you a harder hold than your pomade. Okay, but again, and I've seen it here on YouTube, and I was under that misconception as well, that if my hair felt dry and I'm in between my shampoo days, that I can use these products and my hair is going to be good for the day. It isn't. Okay, and the same thing goes for your oil. Now your oil, if you look at your ingredients, and y'all Google, it's your friend, it's my friend as well. Plus, I did take classes in college. I was a math ed major. But before I did that, I had a lot of science classes under my belt because I initially wanted to go to medical school. So I took up to organic chemistry too. I had all the requirements for med school. Okay, so I had like my biology 1 and 2 and biochem and all those different things. So I have somewhat of an understanding of things, but that's years ago. Undergrad, like years ago. Okay, so I had to really use Google to refresh myself too, like the hair makeup. I don't really read like the hair books. That's why you don't see me review them, because I don't really own them. But I use Google like to refresh my memory on why is water beneficial to my hair. Why when you put water, your hair hangs down. It's because of the makeup of your hair, the amino acids, and so the water penetrates the shaft. Your hair, like the keratin, the amino acid has bonds that hold them together, and the bond, like I think it's like hydrogen bond or something like that, where the hydrogen bond is broken up and released, and so your hair, it fills the amino acid in your hair, gets the stretching. Once your hair dries, then the hydrogen bond gets back together and all that stuff. So, but you really want to use products that's going to penetrate the shaft of your hair to go in and give your hair moisture so your hair is not brittle and break. We naturally have oils in our hair, but it's not going to be enough to keep your hair healthy, and that's why at least your hair is really, really greasy. Some people lucky like that, right? But at least for my hair, and I think for most people, they do need to put added oils and moisture in your hair so that your hair is not brittle and that don't break. And so it looks luscious and grow and get big or long or however you want it to get. Okay. All right. So your oils, if you look up the ingredients on what predominantly these things are made of, you got a little bit of water in there because it's liquid, right? It only makes sense. But it is not enough to penetrate your hair. Okay, so does these things add moisture? Not really. Okay, and again, I had a big misconception about these products as well. Okay, and your pomades got a whole bunch of these things in there. Yeah, all right. Now, your leave-in conditioners. Most leave-in conditioners, or at least the ones that I use, the very first ingredient is water, and it will say purified water. You ever wonder why it says purified water? Excuse me. I wondered why, and I had the information somewhere in my head, but I didn't put two and two together. Your regular water, especially like your tap water, is hard water. Is that good for your hair too? It really isn't. Am I going to buy purified water or water that's not hard water to wash my hair? Hell to the no, okay? So what do we need? We need like clarifying shampoos. That's why those things are also beneficial to our hairs because at times we need to clarify our hair not only because of the products that we use but because of water. Yes, because of water, that too, okay? But these products are mainly made up of purified water. That's the very first ingredient. Not mainly made up, but it's the very first ingredient. So it's supposed to be the, in terms of percentages, your largest amount in comparison to the other products that's there. Now, can this add moisture to your hair? Yes, it does. Okay. Now, and I've said it before, my hair type, I can't just be wetting up my hair like every 2 days and 3 days and not take extra care. So for me, I gained length by having my hair twisted and adding these. I can add loose, but if I'm gonna just put water on my hair, I have to have my hair like twisted or mostly twisted. I don't really braid and put water in it, but I have it like twisted, and that's when I put my water in and my leave-in conditioners and so on. So every hair type is different. You got to do what works for you. You got some people that can jump in the shower every single day and wash their hair, and it's not that worrisome for them. Me, I can't do that. Okay, if I do that, I'm gonna have to have my hair twisted. I got to do what works for me. Okay, but no, I'm not gonna wet up my hair every day. Sorry. And you will see some, websites, depending on your hair type, that will say you shouldn't wash your hair. Because I've been on a website, I think last week, looking at hair care, and it was mainly geared towards Caucasians, and they said not to wash your hair every day there. I guess because they don't have as much oils as we do, so they will be washing out their oils, which is not beneficial for their hair type. Okay, so you really gotta like research and really be keen into your hair to know what works for your hair. Like really, really pay attention to what you're doing to your hair and what works from what doesn't work. Don't just attack it like you have all this information and you're just doing all sorts of stuff and you're not really paying attention to what you're doing. All right, so I'm digressing here, but so these do add moisture to your hair. So if you have leave-in conditioners, I would say between your washes, make sure that you first look at the ingredients. Most of my things are almost natural. Some of them are all natural and some of them are almost natural. And then I would go in and I will seal it with either, and it depends, whether I want to put in my pomades, And I always follow up with oil. Now, you know the new terminology. I didn't know about sealing until I got into you know, this whole YouTube thing. But I finish off with an oil. Okay. And lastly, and I kind of touched on the water with the hard water and whatever. This is hard. This is not, this is my regular tap water. I have never tested my water to see, you know, exactly what type of water it is, but I have my water and I have my aloe vera juice in here as well. And I gets to spraying at night in my nighttime routine after my hair is twisted. Okay, so that's what I have in terms of kind of what I understand about my products and my hair and what I need to do to have a good hair care routine. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I hope I didn't ramble too much. In my other channel, I'm going to have a haul, and I'm going to have a video with me and Simone that I haven't filmed it yet, but I know it's going to be funny because our discussion about it, I was like dying inside with laughter because that girl is a trip. Okay, so check me out over there. I'll put it in the description box, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.